The TTC is going to start calling out bad behavior on its subway platforms, but the downtown pilot project is already getting mixed reviews.
Yeah, that could make someone paranoid and do something worse.
It's not safe, you know what I mean? It might definitely agitate people.
They might act out more, and then they might do something reckless because of the attention they're getting from other people.
And I see you and I know what you're doing. That feels a little creepy. A bit Big Brother.
TTC riders at Dundas and Union stations will be the first to hear the new voice over the loudspeaker, naming and shaming people committing crimes or bothering other passengers.
It's going to allow transit control to speak through a speaker system to call out people who are engaging in what we call antisocial behavior. So if they're doing drugs, if they're loitering, if they're littering, that kind of thing.
TTC staff will closely monitor cameras throughout the stations to deliver real-time announcements. That means if they see something, they'll say something.
We're going to be calling out specific people who are engaging in antisocial behavior and telling them to stop. And if they don't, appropriate steps will be taken. However, we will be making the distinction between someone engaging in antisocial behavior versus someone who is unhoused or, having some sort of mental health crisis.
Perhaps the people who are going to be using drugs, say, on a TTC platform are often people who are unhoused or experiencing crisis. So if we're calling them out for that behavior, are we potentially going to run into issues?
Again, we can't have the TTC being this, free-for-all. The TTC's job is to move people effectively. We want people to feel safe, comfortable, and comforted when they're in the TTC, that if something happens, someone's going to be there to make sure that they're kept safe.
Experts say this isn't the best way forward for the TTC and that it goes against their other initiatives.
We have a motion that went forward last council meeting, which is going to bring more crisis workers onto the TTC. We're actually investing in supports for people in mental health crisis who may be homeless, who may be using drugs. And I feel that this naming and shaming scheme of calling out bad behaviors on the TTC is actually going to undermine that work.
Many of the commuters we spoke to say they'd rather see the TTC put more resources into addressing these behaviors than simply calling them out.
I think it's more important to have maybe more officers to deal with situations like that. Yeah, you don't need to tell everybody about it.
The bottom line is we need more people, more outreach people, more people on the ground who can kind of work with them one-on-one.
Pilot project is expected to launch soon, but an exact date hasn't been set yet. Brandon Choghri, City News.